over here, Chris, is that okay, you're saying that we could use it with CBT
It is
as well.
CBT.
Okay.
It's the same message. We're starting with
All right.
stories up here and trying to move
So my
them.
question is, so let's say somebody is depressed. Let's talk about practicality, right?
Okay.
Now, what does he do? He asks himself these questions. Does this story serve me in this moment?
Yes.
And he
Oh
says,
my
like,
God.
okay.
Think about it. Just think about if everybody with depression, and I'm not saying it's going to cure it, but it's going to make your life a whole lot better if all you had the ability to ask was, gee, is this serving me in this moment? And I wonder if there's a better story that I can come up with. Yesterday, I had a rough day. Man, coming up with good stories, authentic stories was not really happening. And part of that answer for me is then just let it be and don't resist it. But can you imagine people who suffer from, we know that even schizophrenics who practice telling better stories do significantly better. So this is where it wraps into the science. We know that from a neuroplasticity standpoint, that telling stories that are authentic, that serve me, help my mental health. Absolutely.
And then I really do feel that this is something that could really help. But a lot of people, when they are like clinically depressed, it has a physical toll on you.
Yes.
They have migraines and all of that.
Yep.
And this is something that I've also had, or panic attack. And in those time moments, you probably do not focus on story at all. But what choice do you have? What choice do you have? That's the thing. A lot of people say that this is something, this is berserk because therapy doesn't work, because when you have an anxiety attack, you cannot get out of, you need to take medication. Agree. You need to substitute, you need to use it as a supplement. You need to think about these thoughts again and again with the medication or all sorts of things, because guess what? Even the medications run out. Even the other stuff, CBT also helps you to a certain point. But when you do not have that reflex, when you hit rock bottom, guess what? What other choice do you have? You need to accept every positive thing, or you could go spiral down.
And that's really important from my standpoint, that I don't want anybody to ever think that they can just stay in a great place all the time. You're always going to go up and down. If you suffer from depression, you may go further down and have to endure it a little bit longer. But if you have the benefit of things like cognitive-based therapy, the ability to say, gee, where am I right now? Oh, it's not pretty. I'm right here. Just that awareness, that self-awareness of where I am, helps to decrease over time with practice, with therapy, so that I end up, my panic attacks are less and less. And at some point I realize, oh, those are just thoughts. That's just a story that I'm reacting to. And I am now at a point where I can choose not to react to it. And that is all practice. Practice. Nobody, if anybody looked at this and said, oh, I'll feel better overnight, you weren't talking to me.
Absolutely.